were you recording it?
Yes.
Oh, you dickheads. You should have told me. I've got no
Well, I
headphones
did.
on. I'm not ready to go. All right, let's start that over because I can't be effing and jeffing, can I? Unless you want to put beeps on there. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
No, we'll start from here. Cold opens are the bane of our life.
Why? I mean, I was just playing with the guitar again.
Doing all right.
Yeah, not bad. I should plug it in. You can hear it better.
We'll have you do the. We'll have you do the theme song.
Oh, that was awful.
That's the closing credits.
Same bloody song, innit?
You know what? Let's hear the song, shall we?
No, let's go.
That's the longest cold open in the world.
Sorry. Let's go. I got the last word.
No, you didn't. Welcome to Fish and Brits, the very British podcast from very Floridian America, where we break down the strange things that happen both sides of the pond.
Make sense of our lives as Brits amongst the USA locals, answer your burning questions,
and dust off our ever-failing memories of life back in England. I'm Adam Graham, and I'm holding on to big news.
And I'm Wayne Ruffley, and I am, for once, not confused.
So you know what's going on?
I do know what's going on. It's been exciting.
We're going to come to that one in a little bit, but as
Can we do it now? Can we do it now?
No, we'll do it in a little bit. We'll do it in a little bit.
How about now? Can we do it now? Okay.
No. How's your week been, mate?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah?
This was a, lax week.
Not like you?
No, I mean, not lax. I've got a lot going on between stuff at the house, people coming and going. There's school stuff happening. There's work things happening. I had a wrestling show. That was good. Yeah, things have been pretty good.
Well, good.
How's things with you?
Yeah, not bad. We've got a good week coming up here. I'm taking my dad out for his birthday this week. Going to see Rick Wakeman at the Plaza here in Orlando. He's big pianist in England. Pianist.
Okay.
He was the pianist on Space Oddity with David Bowie, all people like that. Cool. He did things like Journey to the Center of the Earth and all of those big concept albums. Fantastic pianist. And he's playing right here, and he's actually a friend of one of my dad's friends. So we're going to see if we can go and say hello afterwards.
Oh, who's that, Phil Collins?
No, but he is another one of the friends. Yeah,
that's cool.
No, this one is Christopher, who was in an old show called Only When I Laugh. TV comedy and all that. And yeah, he's a good one. But yeah, we're going to go and have a look at that. That'll be a bit of a British thing. I've got to tell you, this was great. I found some Parkers in the wild this week. I went to the British pub by the house to buy some stuff for 11s.
Yeah.
And in their freezer were some Parkers. It was the pork pies. It was the melt and Mowbray.
You're joking. Did they order them in?
They must have done to then sell on.
Oh, that's a collab.
Yeah, I sent Parker's a message and sent a picture of it, and they're like, "That's great." And we're going to come up with some more stuff with Parker's in the future. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen Parker's in the wild. That's
good for them. They are wonderful. They've got some great pies. My mum's keeps ordering from them.
Yeah,
and then she threatens, "Oh, should we get a big order in?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll have a look and we'll have a go." But yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, and television. We haven't caught up with my TV for a little while here. I need you to get on this Severance thing.
Oh, mate, I know.
It's so
You're not
good.
the only one either. There's a couple of people that have been bringing it up. Like I was listening to, this is our mates Tom and Dan, and Tom's been watching it.
Oh, is he?
And so he's been. So I was like, oh, that's another person I've heard that's loving this show.
I'll have to bring that up with them when we're on it next.
Yeah, so.
You've got to.
Of course, Dan's like, I'm not watching it. Everyone watches it. So I'm like, we really are each other, aren't we, from those shows?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, whatever.
That one's good.
I've got to find a way to watch it. That's what I got to do.
You can just get an Apple TV subscription.
I could do that, but I don't want to spend any more money. I've already got,
Do like the month free thing.
Oh, yeah, I should do that and then cram it in.
Then just cram it in.
I just got to find time to cram it in because I'm really busy.
Yeah, you are. And then there's another one that we've just binged over the last week. It's on Netflix called The Residence. Have you seen this?
I've heard about it.
It's the murder mystery set place in the White House during a state dinner. It's a comedy, but it's fantastic. It's really good. And our mate David Piggott showed up in an episode.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, because it's the Australian state dinner. And he's an Australian working in California. So, he shows up in an episode.
Oh, good for David.
Yeah. Used to live in David's house, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did, yeah. So, so he shows up in The Residence. So have a look at that on Netflix. It was really good. But we're just glossing over some of this week stuff because we have our big announcement.
Big.
Big. Coming.
Speaking of telly,
Coming this summer, we are going to have Fish and Brits Live.
Yeah.
A one-off special live show where you can come and join us in a venue, and we're going to record it live, but have a whole special episode with a live audience there. And it's going to be filmed.
Mm-hmm. For who?
Both for distribution on our website, but also for reality TV in the UK.
Whoa, we're going to be on telly.
We are going to be on telly. Fish and Brits are being recorded by Channel 4 in the UK, and they're following us this summer as we wrap up season 2 and do the prep work on our live show.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be crazy.
It's going to be great. A lot still under wraps, but the venue will get out to you guys soon. You're going to be able to come and see us. Tickets will be very, very reasonable.
Yeah, please come out and hang with us. It's going to be, I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. You and I are going to lock ourselves away for 2 days over a weekend and write it.
We are?
Yeah, we are. And then go from there.
I don't write things. I just go off the cuff.
We'll go and see what's on your cuff.
No, it's going to be great. But yeah, we're very excited. Channel 4, that's a
big one.
That's a big deal in England.
It is. It's a big. I mean, that's the
one
equivalent
of the top
NBC.
4 channels.
Yeah, that's an NBC.
You've got BBC 1, BBC 2, Granada, and Channel 4.
ITV.
Granada. What's Granada?
It's another name for it.
Oh, all right then. ITV.
But yeah, Fish and Brits Live coming to you this summer. Dates and all that still to be announced, but get that. Keep an eye out for that. We're very excited.
It is pretty. It's nerve-wracking though.
It is nerve-wracking.
Sitting here with you lads just having a chit-chat is like, but now we're going to do it in front of people.
That's right. And producer Owen will be there as well.
Yeah, you'll get to see him in the flesh.
Yeah, oh, blimey, in the flesh. Hello. And then, what are we going to wear?
Shorts and a t-shirt. That's what I wear.
No, we got to put a bit of effort in.
We got to jazz up.
We got to jazz up.
Oh, God.
D-Wayne it.
D-Wayne.
Do that the second half. Yeah,
Umbrella.
There you go. But
he might have to make an appearance.
Oh.
Although, people don't like D-Wayne. He's a very nasty man.
He is. Don't get your brands cross-branded.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can join in with us on some 11s. You can have some games, some fun with us. And, of course, we'll be taking your questions live and in person from the audience.
Yes, so have them ready.
It's going to be great. And with that, it is time to go on to our 11s for the week. Bing, bong, bing. I thought you were going to bong on that
one. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, 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 bong. I'm
All
excited
right.
about that show.
Yeah, man. I'm just talking about it now. That's the first time we've announced it. It's
book your flights for those who are international to come and play with us.
Yeah, sure,
Glenn,
sure.
Come on, Glenn.
Yeah, come on, get on over here. Come down from New York, Parkers. You can join us.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I meant to plug that. Parkers have actually signed on to sponsor our 11s.
Oh, come on.
For that live show. I was just chatting to them the other day. So yeah, they're gonna send some stuff down, and it's gonna be an 11s that you can join in with and try along with us. We're gonna get people involved with that. Try some things that only we've spoken about. You may even get a Scotch egg.
Oh,
I know.
Can I buy a ticket and come as a guest so I get extra Scotch egg?
Yeah, you can. You can get an extra Scotch egg. We'll put it on the rider in our dressing room.
Dressing room?
Oh, well, we got big plans.
Oh, the plaza? What are we doing?
No, I'm trying to get the place.
Yeah,
I'm working on it.
Oh my God.
No, don't worry.
See, this is the bit where I go, yeah, you do you, and I'll just show up. Just let me know, because if I start thinking about some of these things, I'm going to get freaked out.
I'm getting us a theatre.
Oh, you're a mental.
Yeah.
You're mental. We better pack it.
I've got to have the conversation this week.
Oh, man. Okay, so please come to the show so
do
I don't...
Do you want a little picture of it?
No, I don't want to know, because I'm already getting freaking hyper.
Keep talking for a minute.
So, yeah, please come visit us at the live show, because we need to fill the thing.
Yeah,
right?
We're not going to need to... I mean, it'll have a bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah?
Trying to find...
And a kitchen?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the theatre right there.
What is that place? Where is that?
I'm not going to announce it right now, but...
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
That's a kitchen.
Yeah, but we're not doing food. But yeah, so that's where we're going to be looking at.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Hang on. Uncle Owen wants a little...
That should be fun. That should be fun. Hopefully, we'll get a good crowd in, so please come and see us. Like you said, keep your eye open for the tickets and information coming your way.
But that does mean we do have 11s right now.
Let's
and for this
celebrate with
one,
something.
we we haven't had a lot to eat on these episodes this season. I'm fixing that today. Not a big thing on this one. This is something I had not realized I missed until I got some the other day. And I thought I'd bring some along for you. Do you hear that?
I hear a rustle.
Russell,
Russell.
what are you doing in there?
What are you doing in the bag, Russell?
We have one of the finest British crisp snacks.
Crisps. Salt and vinegar.
Skips.
Oh, Skips.
There
Oh,
you
my goodness.
Now, Skips,
Oh, prawn cocktail.
that's the only flavor of Skips.
Well, I'm play, but who eats them?
No, there's not a plain Skips.
There's a plain Skips, isn't there?
No, I don't think so.
I thought there was a salt and vinegar one as well.
I think there might be a salt and vinegar, but I don't think there's a plain one. But Skips
prawn
kind of
cocktail.
look like little flowers, almost.
Yeah.
They're very light. They say on the back, Skips are the perfect light and melty snack. Balance them on your tongue, let them melt in your mouth.
Says it on the front of the pack.
It
as
says
well.
on that front.
Literally like their slogan, light and melty.
Prawn cocktail is still the most bizarre flavor of crisp to me.
It is weird. How do you describe it?
Nothing like the flavor.
No, it's not like a fishy. Like people think like, oh, fishy prawn. Prawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit acidic.
That's a half a crisp. That I'm putting a full one in for me first go.
Have a sniff. Those are good. Skips were good. They were ones that we always used to have at school.
Yeah, they melt weird in your mouth.
I swear they're smaller though.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
way
I've just
smaller.
gotten bigger.
No, well, there's that as well. I used to think about that with Yorkie bars as well.
You and your Yorkie bars. That was last week.
Yeah, I know. I do love a Yorkie. Well, it's rock solid chocolate, isn't it?
Duly noted. Duly noted.
Yeah, but I remember those being like massive bars of chocolate.
Yeah.
Now they're like, what's that?
Right.
Oh, those are nice. Thank you.
I'm not what?
Prawn cocktail.
There you go. So prawn cocktail, classic flavor of crisp. And these are very light. I did a bit of a science experiment with these earlier on today.
It's like they're light and melty.
I took a picture. There's Bryson trying Skips for the first time.
Look,
And he liked them. He thought they were great.
Of course he did.
So yeah, he thought they were very good.
It's like an oyster.
Like an oyster, little clamshell.
Clam. You ever seen my impression of a perverted clam? Show me, Willie. Oh, I've just killed us. Brilliant. My sister's cry laughing right now. I can see her cry laughing because she knows that impression.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I kept it PG as well.
I didn't even hear the first part, and then you just did that.
Can we just say I've just officially corpsed him as well? Oh,
Producer Owen's dead.
yeah, I tickled Owen there for a minute.
All right, so with that, we got some Skips there. I mean,
they're good.
Crisps in the UK, I just feel like they're less oily, less, a lot of extra flavors.
Yeah. Do you know what I've gotten addicted to here is the kettle chips, the
those are
salt and
good.
vinegar kettle chips.
Yeah.
The Lay's ones, those have gotten real good.
Oh, I haven't had those.
Yeah.
I like the
and the Cape Cod.
Yeah, those ones. Those are good.
Wow.
And there's the ones that are just called kettle or something like that. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Did you get them from the shop?
Yeah, I did.
The Brit shop.
And
We'll start promoting them at some
and
point.
Parker's were like, oh, we couldn't get any Skips this year, so we got an exclusive there.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are delicious. What's that? 71 calories
For a bag, that's not bad.
per 13.1 gram pack.
Honestly, it's not bad. 70 calories for a pack of crisps.
I don't usually count the calories, although I've been trying to tighten up my
Yeah.
diet again because,
Same. I'm 5 pounds down.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm starting back on it.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on.
Well, I've got a doctor visit coming up in the in a couple of weeks.
I'm going to put mine off. He's not seeing me.
I did put mine off. That's why it's coming up in a couple of weeks.
weeks.
Yeah, but he told me, "Hey, you've got to lose the 20." And I'm like,
I go to your doctor. That's not what he sounds
"Yeah,
like.
what? Well, yeah, I can't do what he sounds like." But I'm joking. That was another joke. I'm on fire today.
Blimey.
It's been a good week. Yeah, no. So I'm waiting for that in your face moment because I lost way more than he asked me to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, you've done very good. Well.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. And with that, it is time to go to the Daily News.
Why do you always wait for me to put things in my mouth to do that announcement? So I can't say bringing news. It's Adam Graham.
Thank you. As I take another skip myself. For this one, we're going to a little village in Gloucestershire this week with HuffPost. Illegal rubber duck race halted by police officers in Cotswold town Burton-on-the-Water. Police officers were called into action over an illegal rubber duck race, disrupting the peace in a Gloucestershire village on Sunday. Burton-on-the-Water in the Cotswolds was hosting the event in an effort to raise money for Blood Bikes, a charity which offers a free blood and medical equipment delivery service to National Health Service facilities. Shortly after, 100 bright yellow rubber birds were let loose into the River Windrush. A disgruntled local called the police to invoke an ancient law that says the river may not be used for fundraising on a Sunday. Officers swept into action after the tip-off and threatened to arrest the organisers if the event wasn't shut down. I have to say, it soured the whole day, bystander Jonathan Dixon said. Talk about using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. The officers looked pretty embarrassed about it, and I can understand why. It was like something out of the film Hot Fuzz. Surely the police have got better things to do than stop a rubber duck race in the Cotswolds. However, some local residents were less than supportive of the charity's efforts. It is frankly unfair to expect the villagers to put up with such nonsense from these undesirables who ruin the peace and quiet and then accuse us of being killjoys. A police spokesperson said, at about 2:45 p.m. on Sunday, June 19th, police responded to a complaint that a number of motorbikes were parked on the village green, contravening a local bylaw protecting the site. An officer asked the riders to move their bikes, which they kindly did. Organisers of the duck race were given advice about guidelines and permissions governing the staging of events on the green. No word on whether or not police went for a cornetto afterwards. That's a Hot Fuzz joke right there. Come on, England.
Oh, we're having a bit of a laugh with some rubber ducks in a river.
Yeah. Do you ever do a rubber duck race?
No.
Did you not?
No, I don't believe so.
We had one in Whittlesea. They were a big one where you would, all these rubber ducks, you would get you would sponsor a duck, like £5, £10, something like that, and all that money would go into a pot. And then all these ducks with the number written on the bottom, which you had the ticket that corresponded to it, would get put into the river by the Hero of Allywall pub, it was called, and then it would go down the river, and the first one to cross the other end, the person got like half the pot of money.
Oh yeah, I don't recall doing that in Liverpool.
No.
We just used to do sticks.
Oh, sticks. Poo sticks.
Just stick race.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, poo sticks. That one was called. There's
What a great name for that.
Well, like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was where you would sit on one side of the bridge, put the sticks in, and then run to the other side and see whose stick got out first.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Walton. Wasn't really where to go do that, really.
No, true. You're not really
No, really, river.
You didn't really go country in the Mersey. You do ducks on the Mersey.
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because never went over there that much.
Where's
well, not on my own. I was a kid, remember? Although I do
know.
remember one time I rode my bike into town from where I lived. That was a bit of a journey. One time I rode my bike to Croxteth from Walton.
Oh.
Because I remembered how to get to my nan's house. And then we got there and just wanted to go say hello to my nans and my granddads and stuff. And end up having to have my nan call my dad to come and get me because I didn't want to ride all the way back. I mean, it's a bit of a trip.
Mm.
My dad's like, where are you? So, well, my nan's just called, so that'll tell you where I am.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what are you bloody doing there? So you had to come and get me in the van.
Yeah. You lie like a rug. Liverpool duck race. 40,000 rubber ducks in Liverpool.
Probably in the Mersey.
Raced each year at Pierhead.
Oh, the Pierhead.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember it, so I can't back it up.
All right, fair enough.
When did it start?
I don't know, a while ago, it looks like.
Oh. I don't know. It's probably just a memory that I've buried.
Sorry, I just remembered I'm on a podcast right here, and Chris texted me, so I just started messaging.
Oh, yeah. Stop doing
Sorry,
that.
I forget we're on a podcast.
We're in a biz. What is the function of a rubber duck, anyway, said Mr. Weasley.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah, I wonder if some point we could do a Fish and Brits rubber duck race.
Let's do it.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Maybe at the live show that we're going to do.
Well, no, we can do it on... There's no river in the theatre.
Yeah, we'll make one.
Steady. We can do it 2 for 1. We'll do that. Maybe we'll do it with Tom and Dan. Rubber ducks. Our ducks versus their ducks. I can't see any problems with this, even in the slightest. But yeah, rubber duck racing. That was a good one. I never won.
Oh, no.
It was always a good sight seeing the ducks get poured in. Like big buckets full of them.
They just bung them in.
Yeah, bung them in.
Off they go.
Yeah, off they go.
Yeah, I imagine that would be fun.
Yeah.
That's like something they do down in Claremont, isn't it? They do that downtown Claremont somewhere off the...
Could do.
Yeah, you could do...
Mm.
Rubber duck race at Claremont.
We'll have a word. We'll have a word.
We'll see what we can do.
But with that, it is time to go on to our segment of the week. And for this, we are going to highbrow, to make things a little more highbrow. Words.
Yeah.
Those skips have got me all dry in the mouth. Things that... the title is We Got There First. British inventions, not thought to be British, but actually are.
Oh.
So things that other countries have taken the credit for, fine, carry on.
Carry on, that's British.
Carry on, yeah. But we actually have some skin in the game on them. Let me just pull it on up here. This one comes from historicuk.com, so you know it's fancy.
It's official.
Powered flight. Okay.
Okay.
You always hear of the Wright brothers in Ohio, all of that. First successful flight occurred over North Carolina. However, a British man, Percy Pilcher, designed a powered triplane and built it in 1899. And it was ready for flight at the end of September. But it broke while flying. But it actually flew 4 years ahead of the Wright brothers one.
Wow.
So that's
a significant amount of time.
Percy Pilcher got that one.
Well done, Percy.
The guillotine. Everyone thinks the French, the revolution, all of that stuff. The name itself,
yeah.
guillotine. However, the idea the French had was 500 years after the British invented it, called the Halifax gibbet. From West Yorkshire, it was invented in Halifax. And it did exactly what a French one does, really.
Cut above the rest.
Yeah, it's a cut above the rest. Very close shave, this one. Who invented the electric light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison, there you go. But he didn't.
Oh, who did?
Sir Joseph Swan of Newcastle announced he had made a working light bulb on 18th of December 1878 and gave a public demonstration a month later in Sunderland, 10 months before Edison. The Americans say it was just a working model and not a commercial reality. But then they would say that, wouldn't they? That's what it says here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, where do you draw the line on that? If it's a working model, the theory's proven.
It's working. It's
working.
going. It's doing its
Just
thing.
because you can't buy it doesn't mean
How
it's
long
not.
did it last?
It doesn't say. It wasn't LED. Telephone. Alexander Graham Bell is the well-known one. That's why you give him a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the first thing he said on the telephone was?
It's bloody working.
I thought you were going to say, hello?
Yeah.
It was, come here, Watson, I want you.
Oh.
Which, context and all that, but it was to summon his assistant from next door. However, that is correct, but Alexander Graham Bell was actually born in Edinburgh. So it was a come here, Watson, I need you.
Come here, Watson.
Yeah, wee fecker.
Yeah.
So the
Can
Brits,
you hear me on my device?
although the Americans believe they invented it, it was a British person in America doing it.
From Edinburgh.
From Edinburgh. Radio.
Scottish.
Radio is often associated with Marconi. That's why it's the Marconi radio. However, radio was actually invented by a Welshman.
Oh, the Welsh have taken up the lead.
David Hughes of Corwen, Denbighshire, is recorded as the Welshman who became the first person in the world to transmit and receive radio waves. Radio raves?
Radio waves.
Radio waves.
And that was the first wave.
Evans, a resident of North Wales, designed the synchronous type printing telegraph in 1856. So yeah, the Welsh got there first with the radio.
All right.
Discovering America. Who discovered America?
What was it? They say it was Columbus.
They say it was Columbus.
Someone else was here.
Yeah. The Vikings? It was actually the Welsh.
Hey.
You get a 2 for 2. In 1170, the Welsh prince Madog ab Owain Gwynedd sailed from Wales in search of new lands and reached America. He then returned to Wales to tell his fellow countrymen, and they are believed to have landed in Mobile Bay in Alabama. So that's where they got.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
Well, the other I thought he found Spain or something, didn't he?
There's a whole lot on that one there. That's quite fascinating, and apparently there's a memorial tablet in Port Morgan in Mobile Bay in Alabama that is in memory of Prince Madog, a Welsh explorer who landed in the shores of Mobile in 1870 and left behind with the Indians the Welsh language.
Oh.
So there you go. They're just looking for sheep. Yeah, looking for sheep. That's right. Oh, no, sheep here. So there we go. Those are a few good things that have been attributed to other countries, but the Brits actually got there first. I'm quite proud of the Welsh for that one. That's a good one.
Wells. Wells. I know I can't bloody talk.
I kind of want to look into that one a little bit more. That's quite interesting to see what that journey was
information.
like.
Where did you find that again?
That one was on
the internet.
Yeah.
All right.
Historic-uk.com.
Huh.
Prince Madog in Alabama, the Welsh explorer. So there you go.
Well done. That's
good
some good stuff.
Isn't it? And with that, it is time to go on to today's listener questions.
Whoa, we're plugging along here.
We are.
Everybody, sing along. You know it by now. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
Early in the
Morning.
Just as day is
Dawning.
He picks up all the
Hello, Dawn.
post bags in his van.
Get in the van, post bags.
Well, hang on, what?
That's what it said.
You got any sweets for the bags?
Get in the van, you've pulled.
Get in the van.
Talking
hell?
about Postman Pat there, just this morning, Bryson wanted to watch Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh.
Bloody American voices again.
Yeah.
It's all cartoons. Like, it's not the stop motion one anymore.
Oh, no.
Like, I mean, but it still takes place in Sodor in Wales. I'm like, well, what's the weirdest Welsh accent in the world? We've had a very Welsh 5 minutes here, haven't we? Yeah, wasn't...
It's Is it voiced by American?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
As I said, weird.
That's so weird. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Does he still call the conductor the Fat Man? Or was that...
no, Lord Topping Hat, something like that.
Oh.
Sir Topping of a Hat. Where is it? Thomas Tank...
That's creative.
Engine.
Well, he wears a top hat. We'll call him Sir. Sir of what, though? Sir Topping of Top Hat. Brilliant. Nailed it.
There you go.
Was that some audio? Was that you?
Oh, hello, James.
Oh.
What brings you to these parts?
He's helping me look for you two. You're late, and you're never late. Not just late, a mess. What happened?
I mean...
There's not enough ingredients left for the bakers to make their own dessert.
So, at least the Fat Controller, Lord Topping Hat, is trying to do a British accent. Oh, Sir Topping Hat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Ringo, is it?
It's all very violent.
Oh, good. Sounds it.
You okay? Never better.
Ooh.
Diesel, you have
There you go.
Well, that was good.
It blew my mind, though.
Yeah. Just look up the old version.
Look up the old one.
Show him that one instead.
You know what we do? Like Tractor Ted.
Tractor Ted.
That one's good. Tractor Ted's great. It's on YouTube. It's an animated tractor going around an actual working farm and just watching the things that happen on a farm.
Oh, all right.
That's good. But yeah, talk about a detour away from what we were talking about. So Postman Pat went into that as part of our conversation.
Yeah, with his black and white cat.
Yeah, there you go. You can fill in these gaps when I'm trying to think
Postman
about
Pat
what to
went
talk to.
in with his black and white cat.
All right, questions.
Let's
Here
go.
we go. Our first question comes from Jim from Kissimmee, not Kissimmee. Is Britain really always cold and rainy? Well, yeah, Owen says yes.
Yeah.
I say no.
No, they've been having some mental summers over the past couple of years.
Hot summers.
And like we've touched on it before with the air, they don't have the central air.
No.
You've got to be real posh if you've got central air, I think.
Some of the hot summers in
Very
the
hot.
evening, trying to go to sleep, with just the window open for a bit of air.
Yeah.
That's some of the most uncomfortable sleeping I've
That's
ever
the thing
had.
Nightmares are made of for me now.
Yeah, it's
Living in
awful.
Florida, you can't do your window open.
No.
No.
I used to all the time sleep with the window open. You just have your curtain. Everyone did, you know. It was nice. It was lovely. One of my bedrooms, I moved around a couple of bedrooms in my house, but one of them in the smaller bedroom, the window was right next to behind the bed, and I remember laying there, and the curtains would blow in and out with the wind from the outside, and you would pretend like you were using the force on.
Of course you did.
Here you go. And I used to have real bad insomnia as a sort of teenager. I don't know what it was. It was an anxiety about not wanting to be the last person awake in a house. I remember that. I hated it. Now I'm the first one to fall asleep before anyone's even gone to bed. But I would get up and just look out my window at like midnight and just see the odd person walking past and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, even that, it was hot as anything, but pleasant. When it is cold and rainy, it is cold and rainy.
It's like sleety, cold.
Sleet's the worst. That's the mixture of rain and snow.
Man, yeah.
Oh,
The misty
mist.
rain is, and the cold, oh man, it just cuts through you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I miss a good fog like that, because you'd have fog throughout the day. Not just here in Florida, you get a bit of fog, but it's in the morning and it burns off when the sun comes up. The fog there, you're lasting all day.
Yeah.
But I do miss snow. Your missus got to see some snow recently, didn't she?
She did. She went up to Chicago for a thing, and she's driving up there, and she gets a good halfway, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, the storm I just drove through was windy and rainy and crazy." Gets to Illinois and wakes up the next morning, sends me a picture. Well, this is what it looks like outside. There's bloody 4 inches of snow all over the car, and I'm like, don't drive anywhere in the car. You got no snow tires on. You got the Florida tires on. So,
is there a difference?
There is a difference. There's snow tires. I don't know what the difference is.
Do you have to put a chain on it? Or is it just different tires?
No, I don't think you have to. Some people do. The first time I ever went up to, the tread is real thick, so you get your snow tires on. But the first time I ever went up there to meet Jen's family, we stayed in at her dad's place in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is just the border of Illinois. And so I think I'm right saying this. I think they had the worst snowstorm hit Kenosha in 30 years. Of course, the day after I got there. So we were snowed in the house for 3 days. So I got to know my future father-in-law real well.
That's in Wales.
Yeah.
Snowdon.
Yeah, Snowdon. I've climbed that.
Have you?
Yeah. Went up that. Morvama. Climbed that as well.
But yeah, I think Britain is more like there's fewer extremes than the US. Like storms and things like that. We don't have the hurricanes in England as much. Although they had one a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yeah. The one hit Jersey in 85 when we were there. They lost 80% of the trees on the island.
Yeah.
Nuts.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad.
But yeah, when it's cold and rainy, it's really cold and rainy.
Yeah, because the wind really blows, and it's the rain is so icy cold. It's just like, it just pins and needles in your face.
Yeah,
you know,
you can just feel your face goes numb.
Yeah.
And in the winter, when the time changes, it gets dark.
In the winter, the time change. The freezing weather on the bus that I used to have to take home each night. That was cold as anything. You know, didn't have heating on a big double-decker bus. I had to take a bus from Peterborough to Whittlesea. That was cold as anything. Those were chilly.
Yeah, I remember always walking around with my hands inside my coat, you know, the sleeve, and my fingers closed, my thumbs, just to keep my hands warm.
Yeah.
Didn't have gloves, I guess.
I had those gloves that pulled out of the...
Oh, the mitts.
Yeah, the mitts.
Your mitts. Was they on a string around your neck as well?
I had some of them,
Oh,
yeah.
of course you did. In your wellies.
Oh, I've got wellies.
Oh, yeah.
You know I've got wellies.
I know you've got wellies, but when you were as a kid.
No, yeah, but I had the frog wellies. You know, the ones with the little eyes on.
Yeah, I think I had them. Yeah, I had them as
They
well.
make them for grown-ups now.
Oh, I might need a pair. Frog
Honestly,
wellies.
Yeah, frog wellies. I'd
I
have
don't
some
need them.
frog wellies.
course
We'd
you
look
would.
good in some frog wellies. Very good question there, Jim.
Thanks.
Question number 2. This one comes from Sarah in Ohio.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello,
in
Sarah.
Ohio.
She said that she was a new listener actually last season.
Oh.
So this is good that hopefully you're still listening.
Well, thank you, Sarah.
How often do you visit the mouse? And have you visited any other mice around the world? This is obviously in reference to one of the larger fairgrounds that we have here in Orlando. Let's see what we can get away with saying about this. You go more than me.
Yeah,
Let's put
I do.
it that way.
My girls go a lot. They like to go and
Yeah.
take advantage of the situation. I've become a part of the. I don't want to go there today.
Mousetrap.
I don't feel like walking around it, but when we do go, we do go quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go. I'm a. What's your favorite version of the mouse? Do you have a favorite? Mine used to be at the time they used to call the MGM Studios. That used to be my favorite one to go to because they Star Wars and all that stuff.
I've actually visited a mouse from in another part of the world, and that one's my favorite. I've been out to California.
Oh, I'd love to go there.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Chris and I went on holiday there in 2019. Yeah, 2019. We went over there, did all the stuff in LA, things like that. Yeah, you can go and drink around here.
Yeah, it's good to walk around and have a couple of drinks, catch a couple of their shows.
Yeah.
The rides there are, test track is there.
Yeah.
I drive faster than that when I'm going home.
But of course, we'd have to say that, there are a lot of options of fairgrounds here in Orlando, and rising tides in one usually helps the others. And we're in a good place in Orlando this year for a lot of that going on.
There's a new fairground.
There's a new fairground that we're looking forward to going and have a look at.
Yeah, they're all great. We got, the question is, have you been to other ones? Yeah, we've been to, of course, all of the ones in Orlando. We've been to all of them, including the ones out, like in Tampa. There's
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
Gardens.
I like Busch Gardens.
I used to like it. My last visit wasn't exactly the best time.
No?
But they do their Halloween stuff, so I do the Halloween trips.
I'd love to do that one.
The Horror Nights.
I've never done their Howl-O-Scream.
Yeah, and now they've moved it to the SeaWorld now, right?
Yes, here in town.
Yeah, I haven't done it here in town. I did go to the Busch, but yeah, the last time I went to the park, like I said, I wasn't that impressed. It was not very nice.
I went because Chris was performing there.
Yeah. Anywhere else in the world you've been to a mouse themed fairground?
I've not been to Paris. The fairground that I've been to in Paris is Parc Asterix. Which was the old comic book Asterix.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I've been there. We went there with school. That was a good time. I know that's still going because they've got some new stuff there. And obviously in England, I went to all the ones there.
Alton Towers,
Thorpe Park.
Thorpe Park.
I worked at Thorpe Park in Chesterton World of Adventures. Chesterton World of Adventures was the last job that I had before I moved out here. So yeah, I've been to those ones there, but
I worked at one in Saudi Arabia in Alain. It was called Fun City.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was, my dad was knife throwing and bow and arrowing, and we were doing stuff there. I was as assistant at that time in the show. He was throwing the knives and shooting at me. And we did I think we did 6 months there. That was the last big gig we did before we moved to the States. So we did that, and then we came back to England. We did some of the Pontins tour.
Oh, yeah.
And then once that wrapped, it was like, well, this is the window where we can come and test if we're going to be able to work in America. And then we came, and then we conquered, and we stuck it around. So, yeah.
My sister's been to Ferrari World in Dubai.
I've been to Six Flags in Chicago.
Six Flags, that one.
And Georgia.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that. I've never done a Six Flags or any of those.
They're good.
It's different.
The time I went to Georgia, I wasn't that impressed. It was like kind of dirty and run down a bit. But Great America, I cannot say anything bad about it because my wife will box my ears. So Jen used to work at Six Flags Great America. So whenever we go up, we usually go and spend a day in the park.
Right.
Which for me sometimes was just like, I really don't want to go to a theme park while I'm on a holiday. But yeah, Six Flags is great. They've got some good coasters there.
Yeah,
good ride. They got a Superman ride up in.
I've heard
a
of that
massive
one.
Superman fan, and that one will get you. There's one bit where you lay down in the ride, right? It picks you up, so you're laying flat like you're flying. Off you go, and then there's a loop that happens. Well, you end up inside the loop, and there's a bit at the top of the loop where the G-force gets you, and your eyes go back of your head.
There's one like that at the SeaWorld here.
Oh, Manta?
Yeah,
it's not. Manta's not as hardcore as Superman.
Is it not?
Nah, I'm telling you, there's a bit in that ride where I'm like, oh my God, I'm blacking out, and I'm fine.
No, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that, we visit when we can and when we
should do a thing on rides. What rides we've been on and
oh, blimey.
Maybe. Which one's good, which one's not?
Which one's good, which one's not?
That's a good question, Sarah. Yes, we do visit the mouse.
Our third and final question for the day comes from Ian. Hello, Ian.
Hiya, Ian.
What is the best TV show to really show British life culture? Well, the best podcast is Fish and Brits.
Yeah,
so
we're definitely a good one.
you're
We're
already a
top
step
of the
ahead there.
pops.
Share that with someone. Top of the Pops.
Top of the pops. That's your British music
Yeah,
scene, isn't it?
that's
Top
a good
of the
one.
pops. That's a good one.
I've been getting into, I talked about it last week, I think, Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah, it rang a bell with me when you first said, "Do you know that?" I was like, "No, I don't know it." But then I was like, "Wait a minute, you've asked me to watch that show."
Yeah.
and I didn't put the two and two together that it was Clarkson and his farm.
Right.
But yeah, I've seen clips of it, and it looks like I should probably watch that. What's it on? It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
Yeah. So I've got it. I've just got to find 5 minutes to sit down and watch an episode.
And they've got all the Top Gears and all that sort of
Top
thing
Gear.
as well.
That's another good show. They show a lot of British cars and British racetracks and.
I tell you what, the soaps that we have in England are pretty good at doing the British culture. The EastEnders.
Yeah, that's your London area.
Yeah, we've talked
That's
about
your
that one
downtown.
before. I need to actually watch a couple of episodes of that. It's on BritBox right now. They've got it live, is it not live, but like up to date.
Oh, that's good.
Same with Curry.
Yeah, Curry. My
Coronation
mum's
Street.
Curry crazy. Her and
Yeah.
Sean. Coronation. Did you see last night, Mum? They'll watch it together while they're on the bloody FaceTime and stuff.
Oh, really?
Like that. Yeah, yeah. They're big Coronation fans.
My
yeah.
aunt likes Coronation Street. She went to the studios.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got to go to the Rovers Return, the pub and all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
a fun little tour. I had friends of mine went to that and they posted 1,000,001 pictures up on there. And I was like, oh, that looks like a fun
I'm getting
day
deja
out.
vu. Have we talked about this before?
I don't. Maybe, have we?
Maybe. I think we have. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's all right. We
did
can
a soap
revisit
flick.
things.
We can revisit things. Taskmaster.
What's that
I
one?
mean, what does that show you from British life and culture? That's not a sarcastic question. Humor. Okay.
Humor, yeah, very British-centric.
Yeah. It's that dry humor.
Yeah.
I mean,
There are a lot of good game shows on now that show a lot of the humor. You got, what's his face? We went and saw him at the Plaza.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Yes, yeah.
What's the show he hosts?
8 out of 10 cats does
That's
countdown.
That's right. That's on BritBox.
Yeah, I like that one. Graham Norton.
Graham Norton's
It's a good one as
brilliant.
well.
So good.
What you got? You got any others?
The Office.
The Good Office, the original Office.
They're both good.
No, they're not.
The Office is on constantly in my house. JC can quote you any episode. She watches that stuff.
There are only 12
it's
episodes.
That and Friends. Well, of the British version, yeah.
Do you think Friends showed true American culture?
No, I don't think so.
No. Because I think the biggest discrepancy there is how does someone afford that house in New York?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
you
huge.
don't.
You don't get that.
Yeah, no. Only 2 to 1 apartment? Yeah, God. No.
Yeah, all right.
No way.
Crammed in.
Yeah.
Cram them in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking for the best reality, not reality, but the best TV show, I would go with a soap.
Yeah, Last of the Summer Wine.
Oh yeah, you got
That's the country.
That's us when we retire.
Halfway there.
Halfway there, aren't we? That's just walking around the hills having a moan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good ones there. I do. Owen brings up a good point. I think stand up is a good way to talk about British culture. There, the sense of humor, the comedy. A lot of British comedy is very self-detrimental and self-aware. You look at Peter Kay, one of those.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic comedian because he talks about real life, his own real life, and that speaks to a lot of the culture. So have a look at them. They're all on YouTube.
Yeah. He doesn't have Netflix, does he?
Peter Kay,
Kay?
no.
There's someone else I'm thinking of.
Yeah, well, we'll get back to them.
Oh yeah, put your adult ears on for Jimmy Carr though.
Oh yeah,
Good.
He's fantastic.
Gracious.
But with that, it is time to continue on and to head on out for the day. We are going to be back next week. Don't forget that big announcement that we gave you at the top of the show. Our live show is coming this year. If you want to be first in line to get tickets for that, then follow us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Fish and Brits. One of the tiers there has priority access for all live shows. Make sure to grab those tickets there when they go on sale.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely come see us live. It's going to be a hoot. Of course, we don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll have a laugh.
It'll be hootish.
No matter what, we'll have a laugh, won't we? We always have a laugh.
Always do.
Speaking of having a laugh, thank you so much for joining us and having a laugh. We hope you did have a laugh today. Thank you for joining us for Fish and Brits. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Baby.
Hey, we'll see you next week. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Where's my skips?
Bye. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Woo!